Well, hi again. So it's me, Tara, over here in Kathmandu. And I just thought I gave you guys some stuff with walking between the chords G, C, and D before. So the next most logical thing would be C, key of C, which is C, F, and G are 1, 4, 5. And maybe going to the relative minor, which is the A minor. There's a lot you can do, and there's different ways you can make the chords. So here's my C, and I can do alternating picking. So we'll start easier and then kind of build up to some more advanced ideas. So we've got C, we can just alternating pick, go to that one, and then F. What am I doing with my left hand here? So I don't even notice that I'm doing this a lot of times, but when I'm playing, especially if I'm the only guitar player, I will be the bass player and the guitar player at the same time. So I may go from the 1 of the chord to the 5. So if I was in C, C, D, E, F, G. Oh, by the way, it's the Sal Mahina, so it's the month of monsoon. Everyone here does henna on their hands, so yeah, it's your extra bonus. And they wear green and red bracelets. But if you're in C, back to the chords, C, D, E, F, G. G is the 5 of C. So a bass player would think C, G, C, G, C, G, and then we go to F, F, G, F, G, A, B, C. That would be F and C is the 1 and the 5, like your hang loose chords, right? So that would be like F, C, F, F, C, F, C. So what I'm going to do a lot of times is I'm going to do that as I'm playing. So I'll go C, and I could just go C to the E, go up, or I could go C, and then move that ring finger down. More C. And then do the same thing in F. Exactly the same pattern, which is nice. F. Also, some of you may do your F like this. Some of you may do your F like this. It's all the same chord, honestly. It's just, you know, if I want to use this fifth string or not, then I can do it like this. If I am doing it with these 2 fingers, I don't have to move that finger. And I can still get that same punch by just pulsing it and relaxing that so it stops the sound. Or I just squeeze it, and then I don't take my fingers off the strings, but I just leave them on there muting it. If you want to bring it on there, you just leave them going. And then when I go to G, I can just alternate. Okay, so let's take it up a notch. So if I've got C, F, and G, you guys probably all, if you've been playing a while, know songs that do that. And if you're playing out of D, you could play in D position, and we could do walks there. Or I could just capo and move my capo up 2 frets and play out of the C position for my D. So I can use these tricks up and down the neck as I capo up and down. So one of the common things, like I did with the G key, is I'll go C and then F. So that would be C, D, E, F, or for tab readers, it'd be 3 on the 5th string, open D string, 2nd fret on the D string, 3rd fret on the D string. And do the exact same thing on the way down to the C. Open, 2, 3, or A, B, C. A, B, C, D, E, F, A, B, C, and to G, open, 2, 3. Some people too, when they're in the key of C, may do their G like this, or they may do their G like this, depending on where you're moving to and where it's easy to do and how you like to do it. It doesn't really matter. So I've got that. So let's take it up another notch. Now, I shouldn't say up a notch because the fancier runs or walks in between your chords doesn't necessarily help a song. So you don't want to use more than is helpful. You want to make the song and the person taking a break and the person singing sound good. That's your goal as a rhythm player, not to just do an enormous amount of stuff that just confuses and bothers whoever's trying to function to take their solo or sing the song. So keeping that in mind, this is all stuff we can do to augment how the entire group sounds the best together as a whole, because we're in a part of a team, we're playing as a team. It's always really helpful to remember that when you're playing with others, you're part of a team trying to make each other sound good and support each other, especially the rhythm player on the guitar. Really important role. So I can also kind of walk between the chords like. So what I'm doing there, and then I just walk down F, E, D, C. So that was C, B, A, G. So I'll walk around like that for a second. Now, if I wanted to do something even fancier, which is definitely not something you want to do necessarily all the time because it will annoy others, but which is really fun to do sometimes, you just want a little foof, little extra bling in your rhythm playing. I can do a little pull off here on the E flat, which is my flatted third in C, right? C, D, E. E is the third, so it's an arpeggio note. The arpeggio note, the third arpeggio note is always the fun one. So when you slide into, you hammer off, pull on, mess with. That's the mess with one. So I can pull off this E flat. Same thing with the same position. Look at me, you're in C and F and G. We've got the great thing where they all end on this third fret, so we can use the patterns over and over again. C, F, G. That's a lot to use it on all of them. It may just sound a little much. It could be cool, but again, team player. So maybe I'll just use a combination of the different walks. And I'm just going to use as many as I need to get there. Just remember, when you are supposed to be on C, you need to be there. When you are supposed to be on F, you should be there. The walks happen before that chord. Don't start walking to a chord, because like if I'm going from C to F, C is my house, F is work, right? I need to make sure that I leave early if I want to go somewhere on the way to work, right? I don't want to leave, if I'm supposed to be at work at 9, I don't want to leave my house at 9 and stop somewhere on the way, because I'm going to be really late and it's going to sound bad. Another little, just quick word about C, F, and G. I can do this C and I can bounce it like this. Some people will do their C's like this with all their fingers. F's like this. G can be like this or like this. And just really quick about. Okay, so from going from my C to my relative minor, which would be A, right? It's a 6 chord C, D, E, F, G, A minor. Like let's say Billy in the Low Ground or some of the other million songs that are going to go from C to A. I can be like da 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 da. So I'm just walking C, B, A, B, C. Now let's say it goes C and to G. What if I move from G to A minor? G, G sharp, A. Anyway, so there's a couple helpful tips. Remember, also, you can always message me, let me know how you feel about the video or any of the videos. Also, feel free if you know anyone that may want some actual lessons or deeper going into any of this stuff. Just feel free to email me. You can always reach me at taralinhart.com for private messaging. Anyway, enjoy. Signing off from Kathmandu. Namaste. Tashidale.